loud. Ahoy there, YouTube. Today I'm going to hopefully be taking care of this. I don't mean this. Can't really improve on perfection. I mean this, like the noise. ThunderBucket's muffler's been missing since I've owned her, and it's a little loud in here. I really can't hear myself think, or hear the radio, or hear really anything, especially upon deceleration. If I'm not neutral, she pops really, really, really loud. I don't know how that's gonna get picked up, but either way, I'm up like 3,000 RPM. She's loud as can be. So I'm gonna run over to my local AutoZone and see if I can't get lucky and find a little piece of pipe. Because there's a little flex pipe that rotted out and caused the muffler to fall off that was on here, which was just like a little tiny cherry bomb thrush class back thing. Not really looking for like a super, super quiet exhaust. Just a little louder than, or quieter than it is right now. Not louder than it is right now. I don't know how to words. Okay, back from the parts store. This is what I scooped up, along with some stuff that I had laying around here. Don't know if this is going to be everything I need, but hopefully it is. I would really rather not make this a 10-trip stop, but you know how it goes when doing car stuff, and especially exhaust things. So, I'm going to try to pull both of these off here, for really minimal hopes, but I'm going to try it anyway. Bending the exhaust pipe. Well, don't know if that was what I was expecting to have happen. By that, I mean I was not at all. This could be a problem. I don't know how this is gonna work. I guess that could fit over top of this. That can probably go over this, but this probably leaks. That's why there was tape all over it. Now this. I guess let's crawl underneath the car and see, because that is something I haven't done since literally I brought it back home. Okay, now you guys are going to be the first to see this. So let's see how it looks underneath here. Oh, where is the exhaust? Oh, it's way up here. Well, shoot. Let me go crawl underneath it and see what it looks like. So that must have gone in here like this. And that was in here like that, is my assumption as to how they had this mounted. But I think I'm going to need like 1.5-inch flex pipe for this. It looks like, yeah, they ran it all the way up here. And then just clamped it tight. This thing's realistically going to need a whole new exhaust, but I don't know if that's a feasible expense for what this is. So I suppose we can try to do what they did already. And then just throw a flex pipe over it. Put that like right here roughly, maybe, give or take. Looks like it was here before, judging by the rust on the bottom of the muffler. I'm guessing it was rubbing on it like this. There was a hanger that looks like it was here, but maybe that's from a previous light. Oh. I think the only solution is going to be to go get a smaller flex pipe.
2 hours later.
We're back again with some 1.5" flex pipe this time. But I'm going to see if this works, or how it'll work, or if it'll work. Yeah, I think it's going to work. And then this might be a little bit long. That might be a bit of a problem. I'm going to put on the parking brake cable. Alright, so I just trimmed off a little bit. Forgive me for not getting any of it on video. One of my neighbors stopped by, and I didn't really want to be trying to record stuff while talking. It's just always really awkward, so I'm going to go ahead and put a little penetrating oil on this, see if I can't get her to slip on a little bit farther this time around. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Put a clamp on it. Wrong size clamp. There we go. Now we'll go ahead and throw the rest of this underneath here, and hopefully this isn't too long. Okay. There we go. Oh boy. There we go. This hanger is in a really bad spot. Like, really bad spot. I probably should have made that a little bit shorter, but let's see what I can get. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and give this a shot, see how she sounds. Feels really weird sitting in a car that's on a giant incline from the ramps, but see how quiet it is or isn't. That's not bad. Still pops, but decibel-wise, it's a lot quieter. So I think that's going to be what I'm looking for, at least for now. Well, I guess that's going to probably wrap it up for me for today. ThunderBucket's exhaust is finally quiet again for now. It's definitely not going to be a permanent fix, but it'll work for now. I'm going to have to probably get some wire tie or some metal zip ties or something to kind of hold that muffler in place a little bit better. So that's going to be something that's going to have to get done hopefully before this weekend, because I'm hitting some trails with her this weekend. So I'm going to knock out an oil change, check some fluids over and stuff like that, and I don't know, maybe I'll take you guys along. It's going to be really boring, but it's actually going to be my first oil change since I've gotten her home. It's been like 4,500 miles, which per the top of the air filter, we'll see if you guys can see this. I'm not sure if it'll come clear or not. Per the air cleaner, it does stay on here that under normal condition, every 10,000 miles or 8 months is required for the oil change, and then under severe conditions, every 3,750 miles or 3 months. So I've gone about 4,500 miles on it since I've gotten her, so I think it's a reasonable time to go ahead and knock it out. So I guess let's do that. Maybe I'll change some lenses too. I'll just take you guys along on a little bit of maintenance. Why not? Come hang out. If not, adios. Yeah, it's a 19. Wow. Yeah, that oil's a little dark. I've definitely changed darker though. Definitely a good idea to get this out before I go bottom some trails this weekend. Okay, so while I'm filling this thing up, I'm going to tell you guys a few things that I've done off camera. Technically not off camera, I've done them on camera, but I haven't exactly put the video out because I wasn't happy with how I finished it and edited it and words. Anyway, so one thing I did do since I've got ThunderBucket home is I changed the radiator out, I changed the thermostat out because the fan wasn't working, and that was due to the thermostat being stuck closed. So I changed both upper and lower radiator hoses. I changed the radiator out. I changed the thermostat out, which, as you can see, this isn't a brand new one. It was just a used one that I had from a parts car. And I put a factory fan back in it because it had this little like weird pink fan in place. I'll see if I can't snip a picture in somewhere to show you what that was. And then I also, as you can see, painted the 4-wheel drive grill on it. So made that a little bit fancier. This is probably pretty close to the fill line. I'm a little over, it won't be terrible, but I'd rather be a little under right now. So let me go ahead and pull her off ramps real quick. I did is plugs and wires. The old plugs were getting pretty well beat up, so by beat up I mean they were really carbon fouled and they looked pretty crappy. So I'm planning on doing valve stem seals and a few other little things in this thing because this engine kind of smokes a little bit, but that'll be a project for later. I may end up putting that video out of me doing this. I did a bunch of stuff with the emissions and vacuum lines and stuff like that, trying to diagnose some stuff, and I missed a lot of things, but hey, it is what it is. Maybe I'll throw it out. I guess leave a note in the word spot if you want to see me struggling through this emission system. Hey, I'm not going to throw this away. I'm going to go ahead and save this because I can cover this with clear tape. And worst case scenario is I can make this work if I need to. Looks like I got a turd that hit here and splattered on my glass. Look at that. Or a bug. Looks like a turd though. Ew, poo. Now we're going to go for the real test. Is it actually much quieter? If not, we'll find out. Or if the exhaust will fall off on our first run. I don't know. So let's go ahead and put you guys down. A quick test drive together. We'll see. Seat belts are complicated, but they save lives. Wear seat belts. I would not be alive if it was not for seat belts. And I wish I wasn't kidding, but I am 100% serious. That is so much nicer. Holy crap. To the floor! Feel that power! We are doing 55 miles an hour right now. Now we're doing 65. It's so much quieter! Ah! I should have done this like 4 months ago. Wait, what month is it now? May? February, March, April, May. Yeah, I had like 4+ months to do this, and I should have done it forever ago, but I was waiting for t-shirt weather. Now we're in t-shirt weather, and it has been worth it. Oh man, I'm literally doing 70 right now, and I can hear myself think. I can enjoy my Mountain Dew in peace. And not get a headache, and that's amazing. I'm so stoked right now. All right, let's come back. Well, I think that's going to be all for me for today. I appreciate you guys watching. I got some other exciting stuff here in the works soon, and you'll see that when the time is right. So I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Adios.